Hi, this is Debbie Lichter with Free from Food Addiction and the Congruence Code. Okay, so today we are talking about how to stop second guessing yourself. So if you are somebody who is full of self-doubt, or self-doubt and second guessing yourself tends to hold you back from putting yourself out there and really shining your light, then stick around, because today I'm going to give you 3 tools that you can start doing right away to really move through that whole second guessing doubt thing so that you can get on with shining your light and being that amazing, brilliant, authentic person that you are designed to be out in the world. Okay, so let's dive in. So the very first tool that I'm going to share with you today is near and dear to my heart because I just moved through this last week. I know I keep on sharing that in my videos, that I'm just moving through these things, but this is true because I find that I really want to keep you all up to date with the nuances, the distinctions that are happening for me here. And it's been, almost 10 years since I've been free from multiple addictions and obsessions and self-sabotaging patterns, and I just continue to grow and evolve, and I want to share all of those up to the minute little distinctions with you so that you can also grow and evolve at a fast pace. So this tip is about deciding, just deciding that whatever you are considering, just go with a decision. I know this sounds really simple, but it's actually great, big, huge, because here's the thing, is that the root of the word decide is actually to cut off. It means to cut off. So it's interesting, right? Because when you decide something, think about it, you cut off all the other options. You go down one path. So whether you're deciding on, if you're going to get into a relationship, or if you're going to get out of a relationship, or if you're going to start a job, or if you're going to post something online, or whatever you're trying to decide how to do, or what to eat, whatever it is, just pick one thing and just go with that one thing. And here's the second part of that, is that as soon as you decide that thing, allow for that thing to be the best decision that you ever made. Okay, I know this sounds a little bit extreme, but allow for it to be the best decision that you ever made. Here's the thing, is that we make many choices in our lives. You go down many paths. And we have a tendency to go down a certain path and then say, oh, that was the wrong path. I shouldn't have gone down that path because it resulted in X, Y, and Z happening. And I should have gone that path. And then we play that whole sliding doors, story in our mind of like, well, if I went down this path and not down this path, this would have... No. That creates a lot of self-doubt. It creates a lot of second guessing. It keeps us stuck. It keeps us holding back. So instead, when you decide, and deciding can be, I'm just deciding that this video is sufficient for me to put it out there into the world. I'm going to stop trying to be perfect. I'm going to stop trying to get it right. I'm just going to decide that this is actually the version that the universe is calling for. I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to move on. It's going to take me to the next thing. That's what deciding does. So when you decide that this is the best decision you've ever made, and you go with one decision, it will take you to the next experience. And that's all we're moving from, is from experience to experience. There is no right and wrong. There's just experiences. And so as we go to that next thing, we're going to get more information that might take us into a new decision. So let's say you get into a relationship and then you go along a little bit further and then you get more information and you realize, this is not the relationship for me. Does that mean that you're wrong and bad and shouldn't have ever done it and like you can't trust yourself? No. It just means that you got to a juncture where now there's a new decision and you get to go in a new way. This is so liberating. Just decide, and then decide that your decision is the best decision that you ever made. It feels liberating right now just doing this video, I can tell you. So, join me in that. So, okay, so the second tip. So you've got just decide, right? Simple enough? Yeah, okay. The second tip is to embrace any judgment or pushback or questioning that you get. Just embrace it. I talk to so many people who don't put themselves out there because they're afraid to be judged. Let me tell you, people are judging us regardless, but even more than that, to hold back because you're afraid to be judged is like, that's like a death sentence. That's a spiritual death sentence, because you're constantly trying to, resist sharing your heart and being the incredible, brilliant light there in the world that you're here to be. And that creates a lot of pain. This is where I see a lot of obsession show up, a lot of addiction show up, a lot of self-sabotage show up. A lot of our incongruent patterns show up when we are holding back on what our gut and our heart are just like bursting to do. So, it's not going to lead to any kind of happiness or fulfillment or freedom. So how do we then shift? How do we go from, okay, I'm so afraid to put myself out there and I'm afraid of all that judgment, to, hey, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to put myself out there. I'm going to stop second guessing myself. I'm going to stop doubting myself, and I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to make that decision no matter what people think or say. This is what I recommend. This is what I do. I stop making meaning about what other people are saying or what their impression is or what I think they're saying. I just stop making meaning out of any of it. Instead, I get curious. I get curious about how I'm reacting to how other people perceive me. So let me give you an example. I was just speaking with someone this week, and I was sharing with them, they asked me what I did. And I get really excited, right? Really bubbly. And you know me, I use a lot of words to describe what I'm doing. And I could tell it wasn't really landing for this person. Yeah, see, my cat's got something to say about it right now. I could tell it wasn't really landing for this person. And I noticed myself going into that part of feeling like I'm being questioned. And so then thinking that I have to explain it even more. And like trying to sell the other person on what I do. And so I was going into more explanation and more words. And so here's what's so beautiful is that I stepped back from all of it as it was happening in real time. And I was like, wow, this is so fascinating. This is so fascinating because this is me doing the thing. This is me getting all worked up, trying to like now adapt and change who I am and what I'm about, and, trying to like get this person to get me. Isn't that kind of funny? I just got kind of curious about it. But instead of taking it so personally and making meaning from it. So that's what I mean. It's incredibly liberating when you can just like remove yourself from it and just look at yourself and kind of laugh. And then in the end, just do the thing that feels true to your gut anyway. Go with your gut. Go with your gut. Here's the other thing is that no person that we have tremendous respect for, think Maya Angelou, think Nelson Mandela, think Gandhi, think Martin Luther King, none of these people were in agreement with everyone around them. In fact, they kind of went against the grain, and I bet you they got a lot of judgment, a lot of pushback, but that didn't stop them. And so if you really are here to shine your light, to be authentic, to be all of you, it's gonna sometimes rub people the wrong way, and some people aren't gonna get it, and you're gonna get pushback. And that actually can be a sign that you are moving in a direction that is new and fresh and something that you are here to really anchor into this whole world to make it a better place. So how's that for a little reframe? Okay, so the final key here, the final tip that I want to share with you today is to surround yourself with people who do support you, with people who do get you, with people who can remind you of the brilliant being that you are, who can reflect back to you all the things that you are bringing into the world. You know what I'm talking about. When you have someone, whether it's a friend, whether it's a mentor, whether it's a colleague, whether it's a family member, who can actually just be that reflection and remind you of who you are, remind you that what you have to share is so valuable and so important and needed in the world right now, that who you are and what you're doing and what you be and who you be is so, so valuable right now. That is one of the best feelings to have in the entire world, right? Where you just feel gotten. And if you don't have anyone in your world right now who you feel gotten by, or if you just want more people to feel gotten by, then definitely come and visit us over in the Congruence Collective. In fact, don't just visit us, come and join us, be a part of the community of the Congruence Collective. Go over to liveyourlight.today. It's a Facebook group. And we do fun challenges in there, and we share and we post, and there's lots of extra. I know this little kitty wants to share and post more stuff too. And we would love to have you there and really to support you in just being that light in the world. And I would love nothing more than to support you on that path. So what I'm going to do here today, I'm going to include a couple more links below. One of the links is to another video that's on my channel that is called How to Have the Confidence so you can stop holding back and putting yourself out there, or something like that. It's about having more confidence so that you can put yourself out there. I will leave that link below. That's been really, really valuable for people. I will also leave another link below for a blog that I did recently that was super helpful for folks. That was all about when you get that gut feeling, how to be able to tell if that's actually your truth or if that's your fear talking. Very, very important. There's I think 14 or 16 different ways that I share with you in there so that you can start to cultivate that. What does this gut hit say? What is this gut hit telling me? And how do I know what my gut feeling is? So that you can continue to come back to you and cultivate that very, very important sense of courage and confidence and trust within your inner guidance system. That is what this is all about. So there you have it. 3 tools. The first is to just decide, and then decide that that decision was the best decision that you've ever made. The second is to embrace any judgment, any pushback. It is actually putting you in amazing company with some really powerful people who you respect, and you probably say their quotes all the time. That's who you are in company with when you are doing something that you might get some judgment or pushback around, just saying. And the third is to surround yourself with people who do get you, people who support you, people who want to hear more of you and what you're up to. This is so important. I have friend circles, I have colleague circles, I have mentorships, I have communities, I have so many, I've created so many circles of support, and I value all of them. And so again, if the Congruence Collective can be one of those circles of support for you, it would be an absolute honor. I would love to meet you in there. You can head to liveyourlight.today. And again, it is always such an honor to be here with you, to share this time with you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and definitely subscribe. Every single Wednesday, I share fresh new videos, and I would love for you to be the first to find out about them. Bye for now.